This conference will now be recorded.
So this is the demo for SAP S/4HANA Portfolio Project Management, PPM. In this training, I will cover all best practice scenarios in portfolio and project management. I'll take the real-time industrial business cases. So when we'll go with this training, I will select some specific industry like IT industry or some construction industry, and then we will discuss all the business scenarios to implement in your project. And when we are going with this training, I will explain first business scenario and then how you can use the system, that is the application, okay, how you can use the transaction, and further we'll go for configuration. So whatever the business case we are going to understand, and then application, and then we will understand the configuration also. You will get customized material for this training, because this training is going to be specific for a certification also. So here, whatever the best practices as per the industry requirement, plus the certification contents will also be included. If you see in the industry, it like whatever the certification contains we are having, it is not going to implement as per the requirement. But some of area where you are not going to use so frequently in your implementation, that will also be included here to go for the certification. So I'll provide you specific material, assignments, mock test, and then you will get recorded session and all materials through our app. Okay, so this is the link here given. So all these details will be shared separately. Okay, once we'll go for this. So next, when we are starting the portfolio project management here, who is this course for? So that is the first question. Okay, so any project management professional who's having experience and who want to make a career in SAP portfolio project management, he can join. And SAP consultant who are having experience in project system, or if they doesn't have, still I'm covering that whatever the basic we need from the project system side. Okay, so SAP consultant can join, or any SAP end user who's having experience of basic process of SAP, and then fresher BTech. So who the person who are having a BTech degree but some domain experience, 1 or 2 years of domain experience, he can join this course. But this is the best for the people who are having some experience, at least 4 to 5 plus years of experience in SAP. Then course delivery, I will explain all these things. This will be around 35 hours of course. Okay, and you will get S/4HANA system access for the practice. All recorded session will be through MyBandhu app, and you will get assignments and then study materials, final test, mock test, and all course completion certificate. So finally, once you are finishing this course, you will get one certificate that you have completed uh, this training. Okay, what is the goal here? As I've explained, we are going to cover real-time business scenarios here. Carry out necessary customized settings, integration of PPM object to SAP ERP for cost calculation and analysis. So here PPM is basically this was the add-on earlier before S/4HANA 1709. So now it's a part of core. Okay, so I'll explain what is the landscape, what is the architecture of PPM. Then here we will go for the integration with the ERP, your project system, internal order, and cross-application timesheet. We'll understand how we can integrate your portfolio project management with other modules of EPPM, like how you can integrate with project system, commercial project management, innovation management, SCM system, and MSP. Then we will understand whatever the standard Fury apps we are having here. And here we are going to cover all the contents for the certification. So agenda for this demo is to explain the EPPM, Enterprise Portfolio Project Management, and then what capabilities we are having within Portfolio Project Management, SAP S/4HANA. Then you'll understand Fury to access the SAP PPM S/4HANA, and then course content and strategy for certification. And then, so here, when we are going to understand the need of PPM, whenever we are going to implement PPM, the first question, why we need PPM? Okay, and what exactly this EPPM? means. If you see in the lots of places in your job JDs, it's written we are looking for one EPPM consultant, or specifically they are defining the module which is for which they are looking, like portfolio project management or commercial project management. So before going to understand that, let us understand some basics here. What kind of projects we are having in SAP? Project means, like, I'm not talking about implementation or support or that perspective. Okay, here it is a project system specific. So in project type, as per the SAP project system solutions, we are having different type of projects. One is an internally financed project, another is an externally financed project. So internally financed project where the organization is investing to complete the project. Like your organization is planning to construct office, okay, head office. So this is their investment, and this project will be internally financed, okay. And externally financed project where you are doing any project for your customer. So that type of project will be based on your customer demand, like make to order scenario. When you are getting any order, then only you are doing it, okay. So here, when you are going for an internally financed project, it will be divided further in two types of project. One is investment project and another is an overhead or cost project. So investment project where you analyze all the scenarios and then you are finalizing, yes, this will be a good idea of investment for me, and then you are starting that kind of project, okay. So here in initially you are putting the cost. You don't have any customer, like when you are constructing office for your organization, okay, that time the request is coming from your internal organization, it's not for customer. So here you will not have any customer, and whatever the investment, whatever the cost we are going to be incur here, the profit will be measured in later stage. Initial stage, just a pre-investment analysis need to do. So means before starting of any investment project, you will do a different type of pre-investment analysis. Based on that only, you will go forward. So what definition says here? Project that initially causes cost and that may only generate revenue or provide other benefits after a certain time period. So once, like after certain periods only, you will come to know exactly that what is the profit of doing this project. Okay. So here, no customer, no initial revenue, periodic capitalization to AUC, that is asset under construction, and then final capitalization to asset. So when you are constructing any project, whatever the cost you are going to incur, that monthly, that periodically cost is going to settle in AUC, asset under construction. And once your asset is ready, then final this cost from AUC will be transferred to your asset. Okay, so in the same example, your complete office will be asset, and then whatever the cost is incurred every month, which you have taken into AUC, will be settled to asset finally. So when you are going to implement this kind of scenarios in SAP, we are having some specific modules, like you can use investment management, you can use controlling project system, portfolio project management, and CPM, commercial project management. Another kind of project here, overhead cost project, where no revenue, actual cost transfer to expense account. For example, you have started one education campaign, that is a specific project where you are, let's say you are constructing one plant, and when you're constructing that plant, whatever the laborers they're working for that project for their kids, you have just started one education program. So whatever amount you are going to incur for that program, that is going to become your overhead project, cost project, because directly you are not going to get any profit on it. Indirectly we are having benefits. You can say it's just improving your image of organization in the market. There are other benefits also, but directly you don't have any direct profit. So this cost which you are incurring in this program, that is going to settle into your expense account. So when we are saying settling in AOC, settling into expense account, It means whatever the cost is incurred in that project, when you are showing your balance sheet, that need to be considered where exactly my project will be settled. Okay, so that is the main purpose here. Here we will not have any customer, no initial revenue, capitalization to cost center, an expense account, or an expense account. The example is R&D project, and you can implement this kind of scenario in project system, CU controlling, portfolio project management, and commercial project management. Then next is externally financed project, which we are calling customer project also. So if anybody is asking how many type of projects we are having in SAP project system, majorly three. We can say investment, cost, and customer project. Or you can say internally financed and externally financed. Further, internally financed is investment and overhead project. So customer projects are those projects which you are doing on demand, means for your customers, where the project is going to be financed by your customer. So what you will have here, project executed as per customer requirement. You will have a strategy to execute project to achieve organization goal. So sometimes you will get another question in your mind, why we are executing the projects in our organization. The basic need to execute any project in any organization is as per the organization strategy, which is connecting to achieve organization mission and vision. Okay, so in next slide we'll understand what exactly we are talking here. So next we will have here customer, we will have revenue also, and capitalization to product or project as per your requirement. The example is engineering, construction, and operation scenario, or make to order MTO scenario. You can implement in PS project system as the sales and distribution. CO is controlling, PPM portfolio project management, CPM is commercial project management. So here we are talking about type of project, but when we are coming into EPPM, enterprise portfolio project management, here we are having three different modules. Okay, we are having some other modules also, but these are the major module. One is a project system, another is a portfolio and project management, another is a commercial project management. Here project system, it's account assignment object, and it is integrated with other code module and manage project details, planning and execution. So here project system, this module is a controlling module, okay, which is integrating with different modules in SAP like PP, plant maintenance. Okay, so all core modules are integrated with project system, and PS is having account assignment object. Okay, and here whenever in portfolio project management, we are having two components. One is a portfolio management, another is a project management. So here portfolio management is for managing your portfolios. This is for core project where you are executing, where you are starting from initiation, planning, and then execution, and then monitoring. But before even that, you need to finalize your requirement. Okay, the portfolio level, when you are getting any requirement, proposal, idea, initiative, that is going to managed at portfolio management. And here, once it is finalized here in portfolio and project management, you are having approach, you are having the provision to integrate with project system, okay, or project management. So project management is another tool within portfolio and project management, which is helping you to manage your project. So what exactly we are having here? In portfolio management, we are having project and structure. We can do the pre-investment analysis for submitted proposals, ideas, and initiative. We can do financial and capacity planning. And whatever the proposals have been submitted, you can do review and simulations. So when you're doing the pre-investment analysis, you can review your proposals, you can simulate it, and then whatever is best suitable for you, you can approve it. This module can be integrated with accounting. So when I'm saying integrated with accounting, this can be integrated with project system or internal order. Next is project management. It is having project structure, rule-based revenue planning, resource planning, task rule-based cost and revenue rate, integration with accounting, work confirmation through CAD. So here basically this project management, we are using manage to manage our projects. Okay, so this project system is it will be useful wherever we are going for the account assignment, means wherever we are going to capture the cost. Okay, and the portfolio and project management, it's best suitable for investment project scenarios or overhead project scenarios, because we are doing all the pre-investment analysis, and then once it is approved, then only we are going for execution. But it doesn't mean we cannot use ppm for customer project, but as per the best suitability, whatever the functions we are having, that is the best suitable for investment project. Now coming to the commercial project management, here we are having three different component subcomponent. One is the workspace, another is the cost and revenue planning, and third is the issue and change management. Workspace, to see the 360-degree workspace view of project. So when you are logging into the system, you can see entire data from starting to end, whether it is from cost side or sales side or like proposal side. All the 360-degree view you can see in the system. You can do the team planning, you can do the risk management, you can have status and reviews here. Okay, and next is cost and revenue planning. You are having detailed integrated cost and revenue planning. Here we are having very good tool, that is the analysis office, uh, AO. Okay, and here in interface for planning, you can integrate with that. Okay, here issue and change management, which will be used to manage your issues and change management in the system. So when we are looking in enterprise portfolio project management, EPPM, here we are having portfolio management. This is a project management. So that is the same part of portfolio project management. Along with that, we are having analytics also. That is a BI. Okay, and how we can do the aggregation, which the data which we are getting from other modules. So see here, this is a portfolio project management, which is having two subcomponent: portfolio management, project management. This is going to integrate with BI. We can integrate this portfolio project management with MSP, third party project management. Okay, and whatever data you are getting, you can aggregate it. Okay, and here another module called commercial project management, you can directly integrate with that also. Here it is going to integrate with all core modules of S4 HANA through PS project system, or cross application timesheet, or SCM, human capital management. MRS also can be integrated directly here. Okay, so these are the major module which you can integrate here. Then here the MSP we are integrating through SAP Enterprise Project Connection. So this is a separate module which is helping us to integrate project system with Primavera or MSP, or project management with Primavera or MSP. So it is up to you how you want to use that. Okay, so why EPPM came here in the picture? The concept. This concept was earlier also, but recently in S4HANA only we have started this terminology in SAP also, because we are having a different requirement. We are having requirement of different modules process as per the project type. So let's say if some organization is looking for investment project scenario, so your best suitability is with investment with the portfolio project management. And when you are going for customer scenario, then best suitability with CPM, commercial project management. So sometimes it's confusing to the customer also, that why when I'm having different type of project, but I should get all the solution in one place. Why the people are talking about the PPM and CPM? So to overcome with this confusion, we have started to call it as a whatever type of question the projects you are having, we will provide the complete solution within EPPM. So EPPM is basically it is providing the all kind of solution of all type of project in SAP. Next is here project program and portfolio. So I'll take one example here. So what is project in any like in generic language? A project is a temporary endeavor undertaken by a company or organization. Here, program is a group of projects that are similar or related to one another and which are often managed and coordinated as a group instead of independently. So here my program is a group of projects. So individually project we will execute, and then the similar kind of project will keep at program, and then similar the program and project will make the portfolio. So here portfolio is a collection of projects and programs that are managed as a group to achieve strategic objective. One second. SAP Portfolio Project Management, it provides the approach of selection, prioritization, and control of an organization's project and program in line with its strategic objectives and capacity to deliver. So here in previous example, we are having projects, we are having program, and then we are having portfolio. Okay. So before even starting of any project, you need to analyze it, whether this investment, this project will be suitable for us or not. So whenever we are getting any requirement, that will be considered as a proposal or as an initiative or as an idea, that will be analyzed and prioritized. And once it's analyzed, we will finalize whether this project will be suitable for us or not. So we will do the pre-investment analysis. If it is yes, then we will go forward, and then we will control this requirement. So initially it's a proposal, then it will convert into project. So when it is going for project, it will be controlled through portfolio project management also. So here the SAP is providing the provision to selecting best suitable project for you. Okay, and you can prioritize the project as per your need, and then further you can control at the time of execution of your project. So whatever the projects you are going to execute, that has to be aligned with your organization objectives. Okay, so further, SAP PPM integrates information from existing project management, human resource, and financial system to provide an overview of project portfolio and resource availability. So once you are finalizing a proposal, yes, this will be final for me. Project is going to start. So now it is your choice. If you want to manage your resources, in that case, you can directly connect with the project management, which is another component of portfolio project management. So here the PPM, earlier it was XRPM and C project. Almost 8-9 years back, the portfolio management was not available in the system. We had only XRPM, Accelerated Resource Portfolio Project Management. So that was converted into portfolio management, and another side we had C project, and it became project management. So now combinedly, it is a portfolio and project management. So here the portfolio is focusing on selection, prioritization, and alignment with your organization strategy, and project management is focusing on the resource planning. These are some key functions. It is aligning portfolio with corporate goal, maximize the values of portfolios. Okay, it use the you use your resource more effectively through project management, real-time visibility of project cost, commitment, revenue, capacity requirement, scheduling, staffing, and result, intuitive effective dates and measures between project phases, selection of suitable project based on the calculated success factor, aligned with generic parameters for same project type. So here it is the main focus in portfolio management. Assign, deploy, redeploy, plan, and forecast resource based on the qualification, location, available, and strategic priorities. So when you are assigning any resource to your project, you can search based on the qualification, based on location, and based on the availability. So here the resource assignment, you can see in IT industry, whenever you are looking for any resources, as a project manager, you will prepare a JD, then you will send this JD to your resource manager. Resource manager will check it in his in free pool or in the resource pool, whatever the best resources available as per the qualification, as per the availability, he will propose it. Then again this request will come to the project manager, then project manager will negotiate with the candidate, and this will be finalized. So here the project manager will accept it. So similar kind of scenarios we are having here in project management. It's very in very detailed format. Business functions in SAP PPM already we have gone through in my previous slide. Here I'm going to take one business case. Okay, so when we are going to understand portfolio project management, let us take one business case here from Godrej Group. So Godrej Group is having different subsidiary companies. Okay, so I have taken three different companies here as an example. So Godrej Infotech, Godrej Consumer Product, and Godrej Properties. So here Godrej Properties is having its own vision and mission at company level. So what is that? What they are saying, we aspire to be among the nation's top three real estate companies. While continuing to the most trusted name in the industry, we shall deliver superior value to all stakeholders through extraordinary and imaginative space created out of deep customer focus and insight. So here, first they are saying we want to be in top three real estate company within nation. Okay, and while continuing to be the most trusted name in the industry, then we shall deliver superior value to the stakeholders. So what they are stressing here, in nation, so it means in within India they want to be in top three. So to come in the top three in the real estate, it's obvious they have to provide all the satisfaction to their customer. Okay, so they want to be trusted. Okay, and then superior value. So here trusted means whatever the relationship between them and the customer, it has to be very strong, and deliver superior value quality wise, it has to be best. So this is their vision and mission. Okay, so to achieve this vision and mission, they have to set some rule, which we are calling as a strategic rules, business strategies. Okay, so business strategy to achieve this vision and mission. Then next is strategic rule. So when they have set it up, this mission and vision, same time strategic rules also have been defined, and to achieve this vision and mission, as per time they are updating it also, so that they can achieve, they can be in their position. So what is their strategic rule? They want to do premium residential projects. So if you see Godrej Properties, they are not working in other real estate. Mainly they are focusing on the residentials only. Okay, premium location, always their project will be in the premium location, so that they can target premium societies, premium class of customers. Okay, premium construction quality, always best quality. And then on time delivery. So on time delivery is helping them here to be trusted. Premium construction quality, it is helping them to achieve their relationship and trust with the customer. Okay, premium location, that is also helping them. Then best customer on time delivery, then best customer experience will all committed delivery. So when they are going with all these strategic rules, then only they are achieving this position. So this is their requirement. And whenever they will get any proposal, let's say somebody from their strategy team submitted one proposal. Let's start one project at particular location, let's say B grade cities, for example, let's say in Kanpur or some other places at very remote area. So first of all, when this proposal is coming, in that case, the team that the people, the team who's working to finalize this project, they are checking all these rules. Okay, the location, okay, is this premium residential project, will be able to deliver high quality. Okay, will be get a proper customers on that particular location. So once it is aligning with your strategic rules only, then only we are going to start the project. So they need one system to manage all this kind of requirement. So what we are providing here, portfolio project management. So portfolio project management is providing all these functionality by aligning portfolio and align portfolio with corporate goals. So whatever the portfolio we are going to manage, it is as per their corporate goals. We can have separate portfolio for Godrej Properties, separate portfolio for Godrej Infotech, or we can have portfolio at Godrej Group level. Then whenever any proposal is coming, we are selecting suitable project based on the success factor. So we are analyzing in all the dimensions. Okay, then we are calculating some success factor through system, and then we are finalizing, yes, this is the best project for us. Real-time visibility of financials plan and actual data, which you can manage, and resource planning and visibility of resources, alignment with other business perspective. So PPM is helping in all the scenarios to selecting, initiating, and monitoring your project. So what kind of portfolio structure we can have in a particular organization? I have taken example of Godrej Properties here. So portfolio definition. So this will be my master data. When we are going to implement SAP portfolio project management, first I need to set my portfolio structure. Like if you are starting in share market, first you will decide what type of portfolio you want to prepare. Okay, so portfolio basically it's a group of similar kind of shares, you can say, in the share market, and here we are calling similar kind of project we are keeping at one place, and then further we are considering it's a program, and then multiple program and project is making portfolio for us. So what we can do here, this Godrej properties, Godrej group will be considered as a portfolio definition, which will be divided into different buckets. So Godrej Infotech and Godrej Consumer can be another bucket. And here the Godrej properties will be another bucket. So this bucket will have further different projects like commercial project or residential project. So it's just basic of your portfolio structure. This will drive entire functionality of your portfolio system further. Okay, I have taken another example. If you are going with any, let's say this is your portfolio definition, this is a unit, and further level we have division as per your process. We can define as per your organization structure, or as per your other product level also we can define. So there are different provision to finalize your portfolio structure. We'll understand in detail in our upcoming sessions. This is a complete portfolio structure in SAP PPM. So here you will have organization objectives. This is portfolio structure here in the form of portfolio definition and bucket. Here you will see one portfolio initiative, that is a proposal. So once it is approved, the portfolio initiative is approved, then to fulfill that portfolio proposal, you may require to execute multiple projects sometime. For example, when you are saying that township development, this is one proposal only, but when you are going to execute, you may require to execute multiple project, like a residential project, commercial project, school project, car parking project. So you may require to execute multiple project here, which will be in the form of items, and further this item is going to manage in your portfolio project. And this portfolio project can be integrated with internal order, project system, SCM, MSP, and MRS. So this is just quick view of process flow here in portfolio project management. You can say the bucket wise, whatever the initiative we are going to approve for them, the item has to be executed, and then further it has to be integrated with your SAP core modules, controlling modules like project system or internal order. So this is the same structure level integration. First we are having portfolio, then project, and then project system. Okay, here in the project management we can plan the resources as I have explained, and on the request of any on the JD has to be prepared by the project manager, and then it will be sent to the resource manager will find best suitable resources, and he will assign that resource to roles. Okay, and then this role will be assigned to the task. So here it's very deep processes and very detailed process available in portfolio project management. We are having some different kind of reports. We are having analytics. So in this course I'll cover different type of reporting also. That is a integration with BI, how you can handle your basics of BI, and how you can prepare your requirement to deliver it to your BI consultant. Okay, and some basics how you can navigate all these things I'll explain. And apart from that, we are having some standard reports also. You can see here bubble chart and all this Gantt chart also. Our strategy will be here like business process explanation, then how to use the system, and then configuration, and we will focus on the development also. So how you can the approach of development. So wherever any validation is required, wherever any substitution or any form or any as per the business process, as per my experience, I'll just include that. So here this course is specifying especially for the people who want to become a consultant, who just want to become the expert in portfolio project management. Yeah, so course contents and all these things we have covered in previous slide. So if you have any question here, please let me know. Other things we will discuss. Now it's open for the discussion. If you have any question, please.
Thanks for the explanation. So while doing the course, you will also explain us on par with the business, or do you take a story while doing the course? For example, a industry, how it is implemented. You will run parallelly the story as well, or you will go with the contents and the PDF, whatever is available.
No, here it's this is our main focus in our trainings through my Bandhu which we are providing. First, we
Hmm.
are going with the story, business case like how I have taken here. Okay, similar
Okay.
business cases, why we are creating initiative, what is the need, okay, in which condition we should go for the initiative, how we can go directly for the item, whether we should go directly for the project management. If you are not activating management in starting, what repercussion you will have in the later stage. So all these things I'm going to explain.
And wherever you talk about getting the approvals from people, right? So it goes to so many people and they have to approve it. So will you also talk about the workflows involved, the standard workflows and or the
Yes.
process or whatever it is, right?
Yes. So in standard system, whatever is implemented, I'll show you. But as you know, in SAP standard
Hmm.
system, directly nothing given. Okay, they are just giving the agent. So I will let you know how, on what basis you can implement all this. Okay,
Hmm.
and wherever it is required to implement and what details you need to give to your development team, I'll focus on that also.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And also you will let us know the configuration part, right? The
Yeah,
SPRO
that is
side.
that is everywhere. Wherever we are going for any explanation for the business scenario, same
Hmm.
time I'll go for the configuration also.
So this is having any integration with CPD, um, CPI or CPD, the collaboration?
Collaboration, yes, it is having through project management, but
Uh-huh.
we are not going to cover that portion.
Okay. So because earlier the PPM was integrated with C project, C folders, right? So I was just thinking in that direction.
Mm, So C project, it is project management now, and portfolio management. So these are the two subcomponent which we are going to cover here.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I did not work anywhere on HANA, so I just still on ECC. So will there be any difference in understanding or
Yes.
difficulty in understanding?
It is like more stable now. Before, like previously, it was not that much of flexible, and you will see as per you will experience as per the speed wise also.
Hmm. And we get access of the system to practice
Yes.
whenever you
Yes.
do the trial, right? And how
Yeah.
long will that access be there with us?
This will be for 2 months.
Oh,
This is the
okay.
latest system as for HANA system.
Uh-huh. And we can extend it in case if we need to practice more.
Yes, yes, you can extend.
Okay, so I think I have only these questions. Thank you.
So I'll just I want to show you here the system also. This is our system, okay, and this is a GUI here. But all the transactions will be executed through NetWeaver Business Client or Fury apps. Okay, so I'm
Mm-hmm,
just connecting with the NetWeaver Business Client here directly. So
mm-hmm.
you will perform all the transactions here. Okay, so here this system, we have the contract with one IT company. It's not pirated system. It's a standard company system. Okay, so you will not have any issue like this thing is not working. Very rarely you will get anything which is not given here as per the portfolio project management. Okay, so here this is a portfolio and project administration. You can see the portfolios here. Okay, let me just change some. Okay, you can see the portfolios here, portfolio structure. Okay, and then we can go via Fury also. So I'll just show you. If you want to launch the Fury here, I'm going this more information. So this will take little time to open. Okay, so you can see. So these are the different apps available. You will see the different groups. For portfolio project management, we will find one specific group. 1 second, let me check it here. It is taking a little time in first time when you are loading this data. So once it is done, okay, here this is my project management office. Okay, so you will see all the app here in the portfolio project management. This is my portfolio. This is for buckets, classification, hierarchies, and all these things. So we will go with the Fury apps, or in my sessions I'll go with the NetWeaver Business Client to explain. Okay, so these are the portfolios in this system. So how I have taken a specific scenario, these all are created by me only. This Wipro technology, and here this Verizon. Recently we have conducted one training for Verizon also. Wipro technologies, my Bandhu, all these are prepared by me only. Okay, so any other question, please?
This training will be, is it 1 hour per day?
Yeah, this will be 1 hour or around sometime 80 minutes. Okay, and 3 days in a week.
Okay.
So as of now, we are considering Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. If you want, we can shift like Sunday, Tuesday, or Thursday. That is also okay for me, because some people wants to have Saturday free because it's a weekend. So it's up to you how you want to keep it.
Yeah, for me, the second option is good. Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday.
Okay, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Okay. So I'll check with others. Okay, and then we'll plan for it.
Sure.
I'm
Sure.
stopping the recording because it's a specific